This is the oily driveway challenge. We're going to see which one of these three things removes oil stains from the driveway the best and the easiest. Now the Easy Off oven cleaner, in the old days that worked great, but this is the newly environmentally friendly formula. Then you got the completely unfriendly environmental carb cleaner, and you've got your old school goop hand cleaner. So we'll see which of those three does what. We'll try it on some of my massive oil stains. Sounded like a big wheel accident. Wipe any crud off of it, any loose particles, and then spray it on. Then once we're done with that, once we got a good foamy coating on it, we leave it sitting for, the can says 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours. I don't know if we need to go that long, so I'll let it soak for a bit and then we'll wipe it off and see what happens. Alright, so we've soaked up the oily part of the oil with this magical paper towel. It still looks very oily, huh? I'm gonna add a little hot water. And then brush it. Alright, this is a giant oil stain in my driveway, which coincidentally is right where I park my piece of crap van. So it's a mixture of oil and transmission fluid and power steering fluid and pretty much any kind of fluid that can leak out of a van has leaked out of that van on this spot. So I'm gonna try some of this goop hand cleaner. If it takes oil off your hands, it should take oil off your driveway, right? We'll just do a spot in the middle here, scrub it with a brush, and then see if it takes the oil off. And if it does, then I'll do the whole spot. So I'm gonna let it soak in for a bit. So put it on there, scrub it around, you throw a little more on there, and then let it sit and really kind of work on the oil stains, because this is a pretty old stain. Alright, for comparison, we've got my white spot here, and then I'm going to try a little carburetor cleaner over here and see how it does in this spot. This side is a little darker just because it's wet, but this side is dry. So I'm going to spray some carburetor cleaner on here dry and see how that works. And rinse it off. Alright, this is the after shot of the Easy Off oven cleaner. So you can see a little bit of an outline there. So I didn't get rid of the whole thing, but you know, from a distance, better than it was. And then if we go over to this stain, where we did a little bit of each, you can see on the left is the carburetor cleaner and on the right is the goop. So the goop is still pretty brown. The carburetor cleaner turned out much better, especially when you compare it with the outlying regular concrete here than the natural color of it. So it looks like carburetor cleaner is your best bet. It's just kind of toxic, and you make sure you wear goggles and don't get it all over your clothes. Winner, carburetor cleaner. Also a lot less scrubbing with the carburetor cleaner than you had to do with the others.